Hey guys, as some of you may have guessed from the earlier pictures that I posted, this is a gear heart. Now this is something that has always just intrigued me to see the gears and how they mesh and how they go in and out of the shape of the heart. So I decided to go ahead and give this print a try. This is a close-up of when they're about halfway done. You can kind of see the infill. It's pretty thick. I think it's about 60% here. They're fully printed. You can see all the contours and the outsides of them. Pretty cool stuff. Right, so here I've pulled everything off the print bed and I've put all the pins in except for one, so you can see kind of how the pin fits in there. And then I'm just going to start clicking in each of the gear into that main body that has the pins. I've done this before a couple times, so I kind of practiced to know the orientation of everything. The big thing that helps you put all this together is just to kind of keep in mind the shape of a heart and looking at all the contours on the outside of the gears and just kind of matching them up so that they do end up looking like a heart. But yeah, this is a really crazy thing to put together after you've printed all the pieces, and it just kind of snaps together and you slowly build this crazy gear contraption that looks like a heart. Alright, so here I'm kind of struggling to figure out which one goes where. So even though I had practiced a couple times, it's not super easy to kind of see which one goes where. A lot of the gears are pretty similar, but the contours are just a little bit different. So depending on the facet of the main body you're putting it on, it doesn't really line up. So here I kind of just do some trial and error and click in the gears until they all line up. Alright, I skipped ahead here because I'd put some gears in backwards, had to take them out and put them back in a couple times, and I didn't want to waste your time with that. So here I just kind of skipped towards the last couple pieces that got put in correctly, so you could see kind of how it, ends up looking like a heart, and seeing how it finally spins and all the gears rotate and mesh, which is pretty cool. This is what I love about this print, is when you have it all together, you can turn it like half a rotation and it just like goes crazy. It doesn't look like a heart at all, and you just rotate it back and it all goes back to the heart shape. Pretty cool. So there's several versions of this gear heart, and I printed the one that has the lowest gear ratio, which means you have to turn it a lot for it to go out of phase and back into phase to look like a heart. So here I just wanted to show you how many times you actually have to turn it and kind of the whole process of it going out and then getting back in. It takes a little bit of time, but it's kind of cool just to watch all the gears spin around as they're not really synchronized, and then ultimately they all just kind of randomly come back together and mesh to look like a heart. It's pretty cool. There's other versions of this heart, or you can just turn it like once or twice and it'll go all the way back around, but this one, like I said, had the lower gear ratio, so it takes a little bit of work to get it to go all the way back to a heart. And this is my favorite part. After you've worked and turned it and cranked on it for a while, it finally all rotates back in and meshes into a heart shape, which is really cool. So this is definitely one of the longest prints I've made. I think it took 15 hours. It would have been less time if I had less infill, but I wanted it to be pretty durable, so if you dropped everything it wouldn't break. Alright guys, well thanks for sticking with me. I know this is a longer video, but I just wanted to kind of thoroughly show how the heart works and what it took to print it. If you have any other suggestions for stuff you'd like to see printed, just shoot me a comment and I'll see what I can do. Thanks guys.